So I just got done watching Expendables 4 on digital, and here's my review. I gotta tell you guys, I was not feeling this one too much. I didn't hate it, and I didn't love it. I mean, I've seen worse, but I understand why it did not do so well in the box office. To me, in my opinion, I don't know why they released this in the theaters, because if you watch the movie, you can tell the money is very low. The budget is very low in this film. Very low budget. It's one of them low budget movies you should just watch it at home only. Should be released on Netflix or whatever. You can definitely tell in this film. I gotta tell you, even the returning characters, I was not feeling them in this one. They didn't have the same good chemistry they did in the first three films, in my opinion. The only returning characters in this one we have is, of course, Stallone. We got Dolph Lundgren. We got Randy Couture, and of course we got Jason Statham. Even what they did with them, but especially what they did with Stallone's character. I'm not gonna say what happened, what they did with Stallone's character. I was a little upset at first, but then there's a little twist with that. I'm not gonna say what happens in the movie, but I was ready to turn it off after that. I'm like, oh, why did they do that? But that's all I'm gonna say on that. I would say the only best person to me, in my opinion, in this movie was Jason Statham. Technically, it was a Jason Statham film, in my opinion. I'm not going to say what happened, though, but yeah. I thought he was fine. He wasn't great, but I thought he was probably the best thing about this movie. The added characters in this one, the new characters in the team, I did not care for. It made me wish to have Ronda Rousey and that younger characters in the last movie back because did not care for Megan Fox in this movie at all whatsoever. I did not care for 50 Cent in this movie as well. I don't know. Like I said, if you watch the movie, you can understand why they probably couldn't afford The Rock. They couldn't afford Vin Diesel, Jackie Chan, or Michelle Yeoh. Somebody I would wish they could have in these films by the budget. You probably couldn't afford them. Like I said, the action was still fun. I had fun with the action. That's one plus I would say is the rated R is back, but this very CGI-ish heavy action sequence, especially the blood. There's one scene that I do enjoy though was this whole scene on the boat. That was a pretty good action sequence with Jason Statham and all of them, and I really did enjoy that part. Like I said, the action was still great. It was still fine. Not great. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Not great. It was fine. But yeah, you can tell this series definitely lost its thunder. To me, the characters didn't have the same chemistry they did in the first three films. And the first three films felt like Expendables movies, except for the third one, minus the blood in part 3. It still felt like an Expendables movie. This didn't really feel like an Expendables movie. It was just like your average low-budget action movie. It kind of had that same feel I just recently watched with the Jackie Chan and John Cena movie. It felt that same way, the budget and everything. So, I mean, in my opinion, should have kept the series a trilogy, and I don't think that Stallone. Hopefully, he don't make more after this one, because first of all, Stallone's getting older, but he's still in great shape though. But I don't think he need to make any more of these movies. It should just end after this one. So, I would say I would give this an average rating. I would give this maybe a 6 out of 10. Expendables fans, you may not be happy with this movie. I'm one myself, and I would say this should have stopped at 3. But yeah, I would give this a 6 out of 10. So there you go.